the company, but the presentation is prepared by our General Manager, Rajesh Sonar, who is available here for questions, because he is the technical man, I am not. Basically, actually, it's not only Mamata, but my story begins with the plastic. When I was 16-year-old in 1965, I started as an apprentice in Windsor Company in UK. And since then until now, I've been involved in making varieties of plastic machinery, starting from injection molding, blow molding, extrusion, thermoforming, you name it, we have made it. And in between, I have a lot of other process machineries also. So, I have always found that there is always an opportunity which happens. And I will start with this quote from a poem. So all of you can see it. The idea is that we all think, and a lot of the time today we have listened to many people, and in some of them, I would say, there are still the shadows which we are not addressing. And that is what we need to learn as to how do we face the reality by having the action to give we all have an idea what to do, but we are not able to do what we want to do because we find a lot of excuses or reasons for not doing the things. And that is what most of the machinery people are, the people who are actually...
Okay, that's me. Thank you very much for being here, for listening to this presentation. Thank you very much to the organizer for such a marvelous event. My name is Johann. I'm from Brückner Maschinenbau. And for today, I will present latest machine concepts for the packaging industry. As well, I will provide an outlook for specialty film markets, means potentials here in India. Just a short introduction of Brückner. Brückner is a group of companies consisting of 4 lead companies. These are Paxis Global, Kiefel Technologies, Brückner Surftech and Brückner Maschinenbau. I am representing Brückner Maschinenbau, who is the world leader for bio-film stretching lines. And we do have a big sales and service organization here in India representing and supporting all 4 lead companies. That's enough for Brückner introduction. More important are our customers here in India. Here a summary of all our valuable customers. And I would like to take that opportunity to thank all of you for decades of really nice and mutual rewarding relationships. Thank you very much for that. So that's me. I was here already several times. We as Brückner are participating in this event since the beginning. I was even here twice as a speaker. The other events were handled by colleagues of mine. But what you can see on this picture is I have changed dramatically. Needy and the supporting ladies don't have changed at all. Our Indian customers also have not changed. Means the Indians obviously have better genes than Germans. So you even have
5 minutes left from the last session, so I can introduce myself. My name is Marcel Perrevort, CSO of Reifenhäuser Group, and I'm happy to start with my presentation today, followed by some of my colleagues from the industry. We're going to talk about boosting performance in film extrusion. The subject will be about blown film and cast film. So, how to boost your output and down-gauging performance? What's behind? This is just a very, very, very easy example of how the industry moved during the last years. We started in the 2000s at around 180, maybe 200 kgs an hour on FFS applications, and we are now with more than 630, 650 kgs on an FFS application. This is tremendous output on such a small die diameter, and this is guaranteed with our new die designs and with our new air ring and IBC technologies. The same, and this is maybe even more interesting, applies nowadays on barrier film lines. Our new line that we have in our laboratory is a 2.6 meter machine with a 700 millimeter die, and we are running outputs between 800 to 1,200 kilograms an hour on barrier films. And this is, like you said in the last presentation, India is exactly asking for this. So we have a solution for your barrier film needs in boosting the output and boosting performance. This is a typical oil film recipe, which is a typical application here in India. So the same applies to CPP technology. We have just delivered a CPP line with more than 3 tons an hour to India because the market is demanding this. And this is our promise to the industry. We're going to have high-notch technology boosting outputs in blown film and cast technologies.
To talk about productivity with HOSOKAWA ALPINE's flexible blown film lines. It's a tough task to talk after my colleague from Reifenhäuser. It was a quite impressive presentation, but I will try my very best. Those who are familiar with HOSOKAWA ALPINE know that we are a German company with a very long history in blown film engineering. However, sometimes this long tradition makes it necessary to reinforce our purpose from time to time, and that's why we have declared our mission to focus all our innovations and our improvements on meeting market demand, but also enabling customer success. And by customer success, I not only mean providing competitive or economical solutions, I also mean providing solutions that drive the sustainability of our industry. So having said this, my mission today will be to explain to you how we will accomplish all this as a company. As a manufacturer of blown film lines, it's our job to understand your business and the economics behind your business model. However, there are things that we cannot influence, there are things we can influence. While we cannot influence the price at which you're selling your final product, nor the energy or the raw material cost, we definitely can influence everything from the feeding of the raw material until the winder of the film. This is our area of expertise, and this is where we're going to focus our presentation in the next couple of minutes. So, first I would like to highlight our contribution to sustainability in our industry by presenting our MDO technology.
For coming, thank you for Elite Plus for inviting us. My name is Pietro Zanotto. I'm the area manager for the Bandera technologies blown flat die recycling in India and Southeast Asia. Taking the chance of this speech, the idea was let's reasoning together with our customer on some daily question. Okay, so that's the reason why the title of our discussion today sounds like a play words, a pun. How flexible should the flexible packaging be? Actually, tomorrow will be 7 years that I joined Bandera, and discussing with a couple of colleagues, we were saying what are the common treatments, what are the common denominators on certain topics that we have to highlight. We are obliged to highlight daily. Probably some of you knows or has been to Bandera plant. There should be a video here, but it's not started. Anyhow, we are settled in Milan. We do extrusion since the last 8 years, and we are covering up blown, sheet, flat die, thin, thick, various applications. Recycling is not a big business for us, but I come from economics, okay? So my idea of this speech was, what is a daily question that is facing all of our team? Bandera has 80 years of experience, and I believe that this kind of question was valid years back, like today. So I was considering, like, I put myself in the sales side position, like 7 years back, like, what is the customer request? The customer request was specifically on few topics, and I rudely would like to enter into not to highlight the topic, like the machine price itself, but to make a reasoning behind what is a machine price.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I would not read out the whole citation. I will just थोड़ा सा बताऊंगी सर. बहुत सारे फॉरेनर्स आए हैं हमारे कुछ 28 देशों से. वो आपको जानते होंगे, हल्दीराम तो अभी हर जगह है, हर एयरपोर्ट पे है. फिर भी थोड़ा बोलें तो. It's written in English, I'll try to convert it in Hindi. श्री शिवकिशन अग्रवाल जी, नागपुर में इनका जन्म हुआ है. बीकानेर राजस्थान में इन्होंने अपना काम शुरू किया. 16 घंटे सर, एक दिन में आप 16 घंटे काम करते हैं सर?
करते हैं.
ओके.
अभी भी.
ये पकड़िए सर. बोलिए ना सर, आप बोलिए.
क्या है, काम की प्रेरणा एक भगवान देता है. मेरे भगवान जो मेरे दादाजी है, वो एक ही प्रेरणा दिया है, बेटा काम में लगन रहो और मगन रहो. काम अच्छा करोगे, अच्छा पाओगे, और ज़्यादा लालच मत करो. और लालच में कुछ पड़ा नहीं है. लालच में कुछ पड़ा नहीं है. अच्छा करो, अच्छा पाओ. यही मेरी प्रेरणा है और यही प्रेरणा करता हूँ.
सर, आई थिंक ये सिंपल है, एकदम सरल है, और जो स्वच्छ, सरल और सीधा है, आई थिंक वो ही जाता है जहां हल्दीराम जा पाया है. धन्यवाद देखिए सर, धन्यवाद बहुत सारा आपका. आपने हमें जो सीख दी है, आपने जो हम सबको सीख दी है, वो आपने बोला है कि काम भगवान मानो और बिना लालच के काम करते रहो. यही समझ आया ना?
बिना लालच के क्या है, क्या लालच से काम अच्छा नहीं रहता. बिना लालच के काम करो. और हमारे भाई साहब ने जो हमको प्रेरणा दिया है, इसी प्रेरणा से हमारा जो क्वालिटी है आज 1 साल तक चलती है. 1 साल तक इनके बदौलत से. कि पहले शुरुआत में तो मुलाकात किया था, पर इन्होंने जो मेरे आज ऐसा समझो वर्ल्ड फेमस, जैसे मैंने नई नई चीज़ें निकाला है. दादाजी ने नागपुर भेज दिया. पहले कलकत्ता में काम करते थे, नागपुर भेज दिया. नागपुर ऐसा शहर है छोटा सा, समझ में नहीं आया. फिर मैं बोला दादाजी की आज्ञा थी, काम करेंगे. दादाजी की आज्ञा थी, जरूर काम करेंगे. तो मैंने काजू कतली चालू किया था. काजू कतली पहले डे बनती थी ना इंडिया में. काजू कतली इतनी फेमस हुई, आज वर्ल्ड फेमस है. और मैंने सोन पापड़ी चालू किया, आज वर्ल्ड फेमस है. हर चीज़ जो भी क्वालिटी करता था वर्ल्ड फेमस किया. सब बहुत पसंद करते हैं. अब मेरी एक ही प्रेरणा है कि मेरे को भुजिया वर्ल्ड में सबको सिखाना है. जैसे चाय पीते हैं ना शुरुआत से, वैसे भुजिया खाना सीखना है. भुजिया करे.
जरूर होगा बाबूजी, आपकी इच्छा जरूर पूरी होगी, पक्की होगी. ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि आपकी इच्छा जरूर पूरी होगी और हम लोग आपके साथ में होंगे. थैंक यू निधि, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू सर. बहुत
I'm an ambassador of India and special advisor to the prime ministers of 3 African countries. That doesn't mean very much. Nobody listens to me. Nevertheless, I got a car when I go there which does boom, and nobody cares about that either. It's our tradition not to go empty-handed. We also have a program in India for my friends who are from overseas. It's called One District, One Product, where we try to revive India's heritage. We have here that human dynamo, outstanding Miss Nidhi Varma. Where is she? So may I, Miss Varma, request you to come up and accept this gold embroidered scarf from Rajasthan. May I also invite Miss Pellegrino? I don't know if she's here. Thank you very much, ma'am. Como gusta? You are from Brazil, so I was trying to speak to you in my Portuguese. Se habla castellano? Well, here you are, ma'am. take this back to Brazil and tell them of us. And we also have Mr. Duer, Mr. Jacob Duer. Oh, you want a photograph? That will cost you $1, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. And Mr. Jacob Duer, is he here or is he missing?
Missing.
Missing, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now for the next 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just give me your attention. The slides are in English, but I will also speak in my mother tongue, Hindi. The title is India, that is, we call it Bharat now, which is our traditional name, at 2047. That's the target we've been given to become a developed country. What is the Jamwan effect? I'll explain to you as the slideshow goes on. Now let me see if I can get the music going. Can we try it, please? Go to the next slide. Okay, let's see this. Our religious book, I'm a Hindu, a Sanatan Dharmi. Hamari jo religious kitab hai, it's called the Bhagavad Gita. And there is the most profound philosophy where the hero Arjun refuses to fight the battle because he's fighting his uncles, his aunts, his cousins, his brothers. And then the Lord Krishna, who is his charioteer, says, Arjun, you are not fighting for revenge. You are fighting for justice. And then he says, and I'll say this in English, but aap log sab samajh aayenge. When you, Arjun, do what you want, what happens is what I, the Lord Krishna, want. And when you, Arjun, do what I want, what happens is what you want. This is very, very profound if you understand this. This is our message also to the world, that when the world does